Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Last few years, there has been a trend because of whatever may be the reason. There has been a trend that enough. Huh, the trend has been that we are all talking about freedom. And this trend of talking about freedom has mistaken freedom for a license. License is different. Freedom is different. Something is called as freedom, something is called as liberty. It is said, we should not take liberty. We should have freedom. Now this freedom has gone so deep in our system in a wrong way. I'll tell you an example, it will be clear. Once I was traveling you will have to bear with my coughing. I am down with flu. So I flew this morning from Bombay with the flu. हाँ, तुम्हारा ये माइक घटिया है, मेरा आवाज़ ठीक है. So I was traveling by train somewhere, and this two-tier AC compartment. And when I was traveling, one of the attendants, waiter, he came. And when he came, Mahatma ji, what do you want? I said, you give me a cup of tea, black tea, no milk, and sugar I want, and get fresh, not very strong, light. He got it for me. After I finished, then I said, how much I have to pay? No, Maharaj, this is my seva to you. I said, hey, if it is free, bring every 4 hours. And when this was going on, there was one elderly person, a officially declared freedom fighter. You know who are officially declared freedom fighter? Those who did not die while fighting. So they are called as freedom fighters. So he was one of them, old person, and sitting with all the standard makeup of a patriotic personality. You know that? And it is such a funny thing. They call it Gandhi topi. Gandhiji has never put on any topi. Isn't it? Like that. So he was having the Gandhi cap and all that. And he said, hey, you people are very lucky, you get the things free. I said, I got an extra dress in my bag, can I give you? To get a sannyasi, you don't have to go to any university. You don't require any official declaration that you are hereby conferred sannyas. No. Any Tom, Dick and Harry can do it. I am one of them. You join with me. No, I can't. Then I said, Babuji, by the way, what are you? Because he spoke, I had to speak in return. What are you? He said, I am a freedom fighter. And that was enough for me to chabi him. Then I asked him, Are you still fighting? He said, what do you mean? I said, yes, you are still fighting. You are fighting for increasing your remunerations, isn't it? There is a move that pension which is given to the freedom fighters should be increased. I said, you have invested yourself or what? That you want something more in return. Then I asked him second question. Did you really get freedom? See, earlier we were under the control of the Britishers. Before that, we were under the control of the so-called small kings in small kingdoms. So, we have removed the kings and the kingdoms, accepted the Britishers and the Mughals. Then we have removed them. Now we have got the latest brand of, the living terrorist, what we can call it. So, have we really got freedom? So, when we talk about freedom, what exactly freedom means? And when this is not understood, the anomalies of freedom, they are seen in the society. Now let us start understanding the anomalies, the wrong understanding of freedom, and how it has come to every member of the society. This mistaken understanding of freedom has started from the West. In our culture, in our tradition, freedom has a different meaning. If my small finger is having gangrene, because of that, if my whole palm is at risk, what will the doctor advise me? Chop off the small finger for the sake of the complete hand, is it not? Similarly, if my right hand is having a gangrene, I will be advised chop off that for the sake of the total body. In the same manner, it is not a freedom that whatever I feel like doing, I do. No. My existence must be conducive for the totality. If my existence is problematic and detrimental, then I must be rubbed off. That is called as freedom. See, friends. But if the small finger will say, no, I am like that, but because of you, the whole hand's life is in danger. So what can I do? I want to continue to live like a gangrene? No. You have to be chopped off, is it not? Therefore, what is the real meaning of freedom? Freedom which is not recognized with reference to the totality, it is an illusion of freedom. See, friends. Otherwise, it will happen like that. I feel like coming and killing you. I have got a freedom. It is not freedom. See? And when this is not understood, as we see in the Western world, the whole society has gone to such the worst ever situation that the beauty of the human society is dependent on the units called as the family units. Animals don't have mother, father, brother, sister, uncle, aunt. See, a bull calf born out of a cow is as a mother and a son only few months of the life. Thereafter, there is no relation of mother and child. There is no relation of brother and sister. See? In the same manner, when we also come to that level, under the disguise of freedom, have we really understood the meaning of freedom? Even Darwinically speaking, if we say, we are the social animals. And therefore we have to justify to be like animals, according to Darwin. But there is a social structure also. And what is the social structure? Social structure is our presence must be such that we are not a problem for the world and we don't take the world as a problem for us. With this philosophy, with this understanding, if we live in that, I live freely, you live freely, but my freedom is not a torture for you and your freedom is not a torture for me. See, friends, the other day, it so happened, at 2 o'clock night, a neighbor phones the other person, hey man, your dog has been barking so badly. Stop it. It has destroyed my sleep. And banged the phone. This person who received the phone didn't say one word, kept quiet and slept. Next day, 2 o'clock at night, the dog was not barking. He lifted the phone and phoned that person. Sir, yesterday you told me about the dog barking and destroying your sleep, my sleep. That dog was not mine. Taken the revenge, is it not? So is this freedom that we disturb anybody? It is not freedom. See? That because of this wrong understanding of freedom, if you see the Western world, I'll give you examples to make this point. We have a freedom. What is the freedom? I have my priority as the first priority. Everything else must wait. See, I was in Europe and there was one little bit mature and with a proper balanced thinking person teaching in a college. So I said, hey, I have never asked this question to anyone, but to you I feel like asking. Can you tell me? What is that? I said, in your society I see you people spend time, energy, efforts for social work such as adopting the dogs on the road, keeping the pets in the house, and the social cleanliness. You should not spit anywhere. Your infrastructure is so beautiful. Everything is so lovely. At the same time, you don't care for your own children. When the child is hardly 12, 13, 14, he is kicked out. What is that? I can't understand. One way you are ready to adopt the child, other way your own children, you throw them out. What is the reason? He said, your observation is terrible, Swamiji. So what happened? He said, this is very true. Now why this happens? He said, this happens because we are utterly selfish. See, when I keep a pet, a dog, the dog is not kept for the sake of the dog. The dog is kept for my sake. It is for my pleasure. It is for my comforts. See? So when in a dog show, my dog gets a gold medal more than the dog. This doggy, she is more happy about it, isn't it? See? And the dog will do whatever I want. The dog doesn't have his personality. But try the same thing with a child, it can't work. Therefore, when selfishness leads to the understanding of freedom, or if freedom is mistaken as whatever I want, my freedom is the first one, we have mistaken the meaning of the word freedom. See, our Bhagavad Gita tells something very beautiful, 12th chapter. Yasman no dvijate lokaha loka no dvijate chayaha harsha marsha bhayo dvegaihi muktaha yas sachame priyaha. He who is not a problem for the world and he who doesn't take world as a problem, he is my devotee. See? In this manner, freedom is a conducive mutual coexistence. We all live together, cheerfully, happily. We live, we allow others to live. We don't cheat others and we don't get cheated by others. We are not miserable, we don't make others miserable. This is what is called as, in reality, the meaning of the word freedom. Now, instead of understanding this as a freedom, if we understand that women are all the time suppressed by our society. About this, I'll give you another very good example. Now, that girl is a mother of 2 children. She was studying in her M.Pharm. She is a pharmacist. And she wrote me an email. The reason why she wrote me an email was, some of their classmates got one scholarship, and therefore they all decided to go for a party. Scholarship means only for enjoyment, not for studies. So they decided to go for a party. And this girl's father was also a professor in the same college. So the whole lot, ding dang, came on car, motorcycle. So when they came to their house, hey Kalpana, come on. And Hitler, the dad, was there, right on the door. She is not at home, she has already gone probably. So all of them left. And the girl heard dad telling total lie, I am very much in the house. And then she came and started fighting with the dad. Dad said, enough is enough. I have allowed you freedom up to a particular limit, not beyond that. Freedom has to be a guarded freedom. I will not allow you to go beyond this. Do whatever you like after you get married. Not now. So he went home to her room, cried for some time. And afterwards she wrote me an email. 28 questions, like 28 nakshatra in the sky. 28 questions. So one of the questions was this. In our society, particularly Hindu society, underline, in our society, particularly Hindu society, ladies are always suppressed by men. This was the theme of the whole letter. During the childhood before marriage, it is the father, bracket, man, bold, italics, inverted comma, underline. Before marriage, it is the father, under whose command a girl has to live. After marriage, it is the husband, again bracket, man, bold, italics, inverted commas, and underline. And in the old age, that old mother has to live with her son, again bracket, man, underline. Why this is so? See? This is how we mistake. Freedom means whatever I feel like doing, if I am allowed to do that without knowing the consequences. See, there are stages in our life wherein we don't understand. So we have to take the guidance of the elders. And who could be a better elder than our own elders? See? And when this is not understood, we unknowingly start developing a revolt in our own system. Men are always dominating the women. It is not. See, this happened in US. we had to go to some, satsang, and some kind of puja was there. So my friend, and he had, I think, 1 or 2 children. So in evening, when his wife came with a skirt and all that Western dress, so he said, hey, we are going for the temple puja, kindly put on sari or something. What's wrong in that? You are putting pant, you should put on dhoti, then I'll put on this one. Equality. So he said, Swamiji, this is how she fights with me on every issue. We live on a 50-50 agreement. Do you know 50-50 agreement? If I have cooked, you have to wash the dishes. See? If I have made the beds, you have to fold them. If I have put the clothes in the washing machine, you have to put them in the dryer. 50-50. Because in what way I am inferior? See, that kind of approach. Yes, Swamiji, now tell me, what should I do? Every day this is a problem in our house. I said, I'll tell you, but don't tell her that I told you. Because I had to survive. Okay. I said, you go, because what was her argument? Her argument was, when you put on the pant and shirt, which is not our traditional dress, that is allowed. So if I put on the skirt or pant, why it is not allowed? I said, yes, that was her argument, he said. I said, now go inside and put on a salwar kameez. Ladies, nice, that I don't know what are the names, like this kind of thing. Put on colored one and chunri and come out like this. Put something here. Then I said, then see what happens. But don't tell me, don't tell her that I told you. Okay. He went inside and put on similar kind of thing and came out. Hey, what you have done? Who are you to ask me? When the ladies can put on the pants, why not the gents put on the salwar kameez and go for the party? Will you like your husband, your man to behave and live like a woman? No. You like the man to look like a man, is it not? See, friends, our understanding about freedom is so erroneous that we are fooling ourselves. Therefore, this actually, when Nayarji told me, Swamiji, you never give any topic, please give me some topic on the women. We will have a workshop for 3 days. So, I work only on my mobile, email or SMS. So, I sent him SMS. I said, the topic, this is the one topic I wrote. Woman is not equal to without man. But by the time it came here, it was totally changed. And what was written in your printed thing is never meant. See? I think you are the one who created that. Never mind. See, in this word, woman, W-O-M-N, that one W I taken with O for out and man. The woman is not without man. If you see the creation, our Bhagavad Gita 13th chapter, Bhagavan says, Kshetra Kshetrajna Sanyogat. There cannot be creation without man and woman. See? Only man in himself is incomplete. Only woman in herself is incomplete. So, on what ground we imagine that we are suppressed? It is we only start thinking. See? There was some kind of discussion going on regarding the quota for the women in the parliament and assemblies. So, they asked me somewhere, similar forum, what is your opinion about this? I said, my opinion is I don't agree with the 30% reservation. Yes, we knew that. You are always against women. Because all the jokes you cut about the husband and wife, you always ridicule the wives, not the man. We know. You will say, you don't agree with 30%. I said, no, you have not heard me completely. I don't agree with 30%. There should be 100% reservation. So let them run the country, let them run the train, the planes, the military, and the government offices, the accounts, the industries. Let them run. We have no problem. We'll eat and sleep sleep. You work. When you get the donkeys to work, why should we work? See. When it comes to ability, we don't talk of man and woman, is it not? Abilities have nothing to do with the man and woman. To bring up a child, whatever a man may try, he cannot succeed. And to bring up a child, a woman can do such a wonderful job. So instead of competing with each other under the foolish disguise of freedom, why should I do? See? And this is where we go wrong in our life. Therefore, one couple I met after 15 years. I was present for their marriage. And when I, bless them, I do this mantra in front of everybody. Take the hand of the bride and the broom, not broom, groom. It was a slip of tongue. So I take the bride and the groom, put their hands together, and I say, hey, listen, 3 principles. First 10 years of your life, you are mad for each other, not mad at each other. See? Honey, without you, I can't breathe. You are my ventilator. I don't know how you people talk love dialogues. I know only this way. So first 10 years of your life, mad for each other. Next 10 years of your life, made for each other. Care for each other. Unless you come, I will not take food without you. Bracket, completely. So if you come late, I'll be suffering incompletely. So when he comes, by then you have already taken food. You don't have to wait. And when he comes, honey, how much you will like to torture me? Come on, let's take food. And that Dumbo thinks you are really without food. See? Made for each other. And thereafter, throughout life, only for each other. No, the latest serials of our Indian TV. The other man, the other woman, no. So, after I told them, after 15 years again I happened to meet. And they told me, Swamiji, we are constantly fighting. I said, hey man, I told you that time only. When you are married, you are one. Why you fight? Swamiji, this is the problem. What is the problem? Which one? Whether me or she, whether he or me, that is the problem. See? Life is not calculating, not calibrating. See? Therefore, it is necessary for us to very clearly understand. Let us not have this wrong notion that men are suppressing us. It is not. The other day I received one very beautiful email. To please a woman, the list was inexhaustive. Get good clothes, get good ornaments, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And after 30, 40, huge list. She may be pleased. To please a man, give that man even a hypocritic smile once. He's gone. You don't have to really smile with a real love. See? Therefore, this man and woman, let us not divide the society and live with that division in our mind. This has come to us from the Western culture, friends. It is not right. Why we should think in terms of that? See? Therefore, when we talk about the woman, are we talking about the woman's freedom liberation? Liberation from whom? From our own foolishness. See? And once we take this, that we are here together with the man, not as an enemy, but as a partner. See? And when this becomes the foundation of our lifestyle, that freedom is not trying to point finger at others. See? After this attack in our Bombay has happened, what we are doing is only pointing finger at others. Nothing more than that. See? Because everybody is free. So we have freedom to point out finger at others. As regards doing the things are concerned, we are absolutely Naishkarma yogi. We do nothing. Therefore, when we talk about woman, and if the woman is to be associated with the freedom, we have to clearly understand the meaning of freedom. And the meaning of freedom is not freedom from man, but freedom from the wrong notions. See? I am not a woman, but as I hear from many of the ladies, the real problem in the family or in the society, as much a woman is an enemy or a torturing factor to the other woman, that much a man is not. See, if you take, the father-in-law and daughter-in-law, mother-in-law and daughter-in-law, one pair, another pair, the mother-in-law and the son-in-law. See the difference? These three stages through which the woman goes. When she is mother, she is the best. There is no doubt about it. When she is the mother-in-law of the son-in-law, she is better than the best. And when the same mother and the same mother-in-law, if she is the mother-in-law of the daughter-in-law, Bhadrakali, Mahakali, Kapali, Karali, everything is consolidated and brought. So when we talk about freedom, what is that freedom we are seeking? So let us first of all, most important thing, remove the gender bias from our head. See? I, the man, is not talking the masculine thought, and you, the woman, are not listening the feminine thoughts. Thoughts have no gender. See, eyes have no gender. In knowledge, gender has no place. See, in the 71 war with the Bangladesh, that time, nobody ever said one word that it is Mrs. Gandhi. No. We were looking at her as an efficient person, is it not? So when we have something great, anybody in this world will recognize us, rather than asking for quota reservation. See? This is the quota stone probably. Quota stone is very good only for flooring. If you fix it as a ceiling, and if it falls once, in the same manner, quota everywhere. And as a result, the quality of the education goes away. Everything goes away. Therefore, friends, whenever we talk about women and the freedom, let us not have that bias that we are really being tortured by the man. It is not. Now, the other day I was reading some statistics in some paper. This happens particularly in the northern India, much more than in the South India. In our country, they have banned the gender test when the woman is pregnant. Legally, it is banned. Now, what is the reason? The reason is nobody wants a daughter. Now, nobody wants a daughter. Who is this nobody? Is it only the father? Or it is the mother also? Think. You ask a mother, I wish I have a son. She doesn't say, I wish I have a daughter. I got one girl in USA. When she was first carrying, and she said, Swamiji, I will get a son or a daughter. I said, you are in USA, you can find out. No, that I am not going to do that. I don't want to do that test. I said, then why you worry? Okay. And then, okay, at least give me some name. That name I will name him. I said, let us see. I didn't say. And the daughter was born. Oh, that is why I didn't tell. I know that you are always like that. And then, second time, Swamiji, please, now at least, I should have a son. I said, now test it and decide. Again, they didn't do it. Second daughter was born. And then she phoned me, Swamiji, unfortunately, again daughter is born. I wanted a son. Then I told her, this is what you have said. Last time in your life, never ever utter this statement before your second daughter. Actually, I wanted a son, but you have come. And this is how you being a mother will create an inferiority complex in that girl because she is a woman. Now, who is responsible for that? Is it the man responsible? See, friends. Therefore, this thing comes in the ladies only because they have themselves created a complex in them. Remove that inferiority complex. You are nowhere less anywhere. And for that, you don't have to struggle and show. You are. See? But instead of recognizing one's own worth, we want recognition from others.